Hello, good evening. I'm here. I have a little collective message to share, so I'm gonna give it a couple minutes and then I'll get to it. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you are thriving in this current cosmic energy, and if you're not, I'm sorry that you feel that way, and I wish I could help you. And in that vein, in efforts to help, I come to you today this little message. So in my last live, which I didn't save, but I did end up making a post about, I realized that I noticed a theme in the collective. And at the time, I really felt I couldn't get any clearer on how to help. And it was frustrating for me. So I had to take a few days away. I had to back up from going live every day and regroup with my energy and really support myself in going through the next shift in my spiritual awakening. And so I'm really glad that I did that, because I do have a little something I want to share. I took notes. I didn't really take them organized because it just kind of happened. So what I want to talk to you about is how I realized that a lot of people are afraid to acknowledge what they feel is their purpose, or they don't know what their passion is, because they are afraid to acknowledge what they like and what they want. And that was troublesome for me because I couldn't quite get on the spot. As I was feeling that energy, I wasn't able to get to the base of that at the time. And then what I realized is that as a child, it is a privilege to have adults around you, or to be in an environment where what you like and what you want is actually valued and held space for. As a child, it is a privilege, if not a luxury, to have adults around, or to be in an environment where what you like and what you want are actually valued and held space for. So a lot of adults are walking around with a history of a childhood and of a life where, when they didn't have full sovereignty because they were kids, what they liked and what they wanted was not considered. So they grew to not value those things. And then you come on Instagram, you resonate with spiritual awakening work, and what we say is, listen to your heart and follow your passion. But what if you can't find your passion? And so I just kept telling everyone, well, what do you like? What do you want to do? Start there. And feeling everyone not being able to just do that, it really struck me. Until I realized it's because they were raised to quiet that part of themselves. A huge part of our collective have childhoods where what they liked and what they wanted were not considered nor valued. Many members of our gorgeous collective have not yet had the luxury or privilege to feel supported, especially in childhood. So I can hold a whole different space now that I've come to understand this. I can hold a completely different space rather than just feeling frustrated. When I when I say, what do you like and what do you want, you guys kind of go blank energetically. To me, that scares me. I was thinking it was like you guys being sociopathic, and it kind of freaked me out. It's like, how the fuck do you not know what you want? But it's not that. It's just that was kind of beat out of you. Your ability to tap into that. Your ability to sense that. Maybe not physically. But the environment, if the environment you grew up in never valued or respected what you liked and what you wanted, then you may have trouble acknowledging what those things are in adulthood without needing validation from your parents or from the people around you, from other adults. And so I first wanted to illuminate that so that I could hold space for that energy. And so those who that can now resonate with, I hope that I can bring them in. I want to bring them in. Okay, I said that. Okay, so now I have a question for you if that message resonated with you. I have a question. Are you okay with being the first one in your family? Or the only one in your environment to actually follow your heart? Are you okay with that? If you have no examples around you of what it's like to follow your heart, if you have no examples around you of what it's like to be in alignment with spirit, if there are no examples, are you okay with being the first one or the only one? Not knowing your purpose or your passion because you're afraid of what you like and what you want. So of course, you're doubly afraid of your purpose and your passion if you're singly afraid of what you like and what you want. And why would you be afraid of what you like or what you want? Because you were not privileged. You did not have the luxury of having a childhood where what you liked and what you wanted was valued. So, are you okay with being the only one in your environment or the first one in your family who values what you like and what you want? Are you okay with that? Because it's up to you. And while it may seem foreign to value what you like and what you want, and to make that a priority for yourself, to make your well-being and your thriving, your health, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, to make that a priority for you, that may feel unnatural if you have been programmed to prioritize other people's wants and needs before your own. This just counts for adults. This is about adults. Okay, did I tell you all the things I wrote? Okay, so I have another question. Can you visualize getting exactly what you want without fear? Can you visualize you getting exactly what you want without fear? Because if it's a heartfelt dream and desire, and if it's what your soul truly wants, then it is your birthright, and it is your soul purpose. But if in the visualization of that, you are stopped by fear, chances are that is a self-reflective mechanism that's bouncing back saying, before you can get this, you must change this about yourself. Before you can do this, you must shift this about your life. Before you get this, you need to change this thing about you and the way you're doing things so you can be more eligible for that which you are visualizing. That's why that fear pops out. Because something's not in alignment with the visual. You're making a visualization of what you want to manifest, and then you're afraid of it because you'd have to change for it. Because you would have to change for it. and that freaks you out. That's okay. That's the age-old lesson about the comfort zone. The minute you stretch that comfort zone a little more to make, your comfort less important than your thriving, because I want to remind you guys, the comfort zone, you're not actually thriving there. It doesn't actually feel comfortable in your comfort zone. And that's what I think is so funny about the term comfort zone, is because when we're really referencing our comfort zone in terms of desiring to challenge our comfort zones, oftentimes the comfort zones that we are so readily defending are not even comfortable. We're not actually comfortable there, and that's why we are thinking about getting out of them. And now that I've shared that light code with you, if you have kids around you, if you're a parent, if you're a mentor, if you're a teacher, please harbor an environment where the youth around you can feel that what they like and what they want is valued. Their individuality. Please do not snuff that out. That is how they access their sole purpose as an adult. What these kids like and want is important. And us as leaders, as the grown-ups, we could say, okay, well, you like fire, but you can't touch the fire, so let's teach you fire safety. Or let's get you a light-up toy that looks like fire. It's like you find the way, and then you get him a fire truck. It's like you facilitate the environment. You figure, what do you like? What do you want to do? Start to facilitate that individuality in those kids, please, so that we do not have another 2-3 generations of people who don't know what they like, who don't know what they want, so they're afraid of their passion and they're god-awful terrified of their life purpose. Just fucking shaking in their booties about the thing that they want, because they're still clearing the shame because they did not have the privilege of having people that supported what they liked and wanted. So they think there's going to be some kind of backlash like there was when they were a kid. What I'm doing here is I'm offering light codes to illuminate components of you, so if it resonates, now there's a light on it so that you can do something with it. I will still continue to not be able to do any of the work for you guys, as you know, but I will continue to be a light for you, to assist you in understanding at least the direction that some of us are choosing to take in terms of becoming spiritually sovereign and truly self-aware, self-responsible, and accountable for ourselves and our energies. And every day that we get access to more and more of that power, guess what? You get access to more the next day. You never, never, never stop. You just keep getting more and more and more. So what happens once you tap into your passion? Do you understand that you just get more? Not you just, you simply get more. You tap into that passion, you start honoring that spirit, and you get more passion, and you get more creative. You feel more powerful. You start to make things. You realize, wow, my passion brought me here, and my passion brought me through it, and my passion continues to move me forward. And that's why we want to take that passion back to, what do you like? What do you want? And if you find yourself having trouble right there at what do you like and what do you want, it's because you might not have had any examples around you. No one around you as a kid valued what you liked or what you wanted, so you didn't know that was an option. Okay? But now you know it's an option. In fact, are you willing to be the first one in your family to claim your sovereignty and to follow your heart and to value what you like and what you want? Are you ready to be the first one in your life, the first one in your environment, to prioritize what you like and what you want for yourself? I hope this helps. I hope this can be illuminating for you. I'm glad I took a couple days away so that I could settle and kind of get my mind off of what I was trying to intellectualize about when it's totally a thing of spirit. I'm just looking at my notes to make sure I didn't forget anything. I'll ask you again, can you visualize you getting exactly what you want without fear? And then I want you to acknowledge that fear that pops up maybe because a part of you would need to change in order to get that which you want to manifest. And that's okay. Because chances are you could actually be in a comfort zone right now that's not actually very comfortable anyways. So getting out of the comfort zone would be great. Why the fuck we call it a comfort zone? That's just not comfortable. Okay, and then like a totally separate topic. Those of you who want to be spiritual teachers and life coaches, I'm not saying you have to be perfect before you do these things, but if you have not had a Saturn return yet, or you are not like over the age of at least like 28, 27 maybe, helping others before you help yourself as a way to bypass your own spiritual work, thinking it's an ascension hack, is going to waste your time. If you know you have spiritual healing to do, then just do it. Don't think by ignoring the work that you feel in your heart you need to do and helping another with their work that's similar, somehow you're doing your work. You're not. You will have to return to yourself and still deal with yourself. That's nice that you're trying to help other people while your soul is calling for your like attention. Nice. But from the perspective of God, God's still waiting for you to embrace you and to love you. So if you have not reached your Saturn return yet and you want to help people and you want to help people by helping yourself, please. I'm glad you can tell there's healing that needs to be done in the people around you and in the collective. Do you know why? Because you see yourself in them. And so what you see in the people around you that are these truths that you come upon to know, use it on yourself first. Use it on yourself first. Allow yourself to know yourself and allow yourself to go through a spiritual awakening and a spiritual transformation before you need to make yourself a representative of it and a teacher of it. My spiritual awakening, I've been psychic my whole life. I was talking about my past lives at 11 years old. My spiritual awakening truly started when I was 18 years old when I met my mentor. I stayed with my mentor Guru for 6 years. And still then, I was doing tarot readings and doing psychic work from the age of, but never for money, from the age of, since college, so 2011, how old was I, 23? From 23 upwards. And as I approached my Saturn return, I started getting my missions. I started getting my actual missions. And I started doing the work here, charging you guys and being a professional. Because I had put a lot of footwork in and I put a lot of time in with myself. I hated myself and I changed myself to make myself someone I liked over and over and over again. And as soon as I got to a place that I liked within myself, I would see something else in someone else and I'd be like, fuck, she's not done yet. She's not done cooking. Let's get back in there and love on her some more. You can't bypass the feeling of your own feelings and emotions by helping someone else with theirs. And by doing that, you are ripping them from the opportunity to get to know themselves by trying to help them emotionally process. Keep your hands off of other people's hearts unless they've specifically asked you for help with their heart. Because chances are, in this time, you need all the love you can get from yourself. Who's the most amazing man or lover you could get in your life? That's your divine masculine, that's within you, baby. Who's the most amazing woman, the best, most nurturing lover you could ever get in your life? That's your divine feminine within you, baby. That partner you're looking for, that's that thing within you, baby. That thing you keep trying to go out for, that's that thing within you, baby. And it's not going anywhere, which is great. So you can be as old as you fucking want. You can wait as long as you want to go there. Because it stays here waiting for you. I'm here. That's nice you're helping everybody. I'm still here. That's your soul. Like, hello. That's nice you see everyone else's soul. I'm still here. And I promise you that once you've gone through several dark nights of the soul and you've allowed yourself the time and space to go through spiritual growth off camera, off camera. Not needing there to be any voyeurs in your process. Off camera, in your life, fully experiencing for you. Then I would trust your spiritual guidance. But a lot of youth in their early 20s are feeling pressured into light work because they don't realize the first light work they need to do is for their self, and they're feeling pressured to start doing professional spiritual work and tarot readings and charge money, and it doesn't resonate for them because they're just not there yet. But I don't doubt that they didn't glimpse a parallel timeline in the future where they are doing those things. But it's a process. There's time in your life for you to get to know yourself. Fresh out of your parents' house, there's time for you to get to know yourself before you start telling other people how to get to know themselves. There's time. You have space in your life, however old you are, to go deeper within and to get to know you deeper and deeper within. And remember, every critical thing you see in another, that is a critical eye that is hoping you will notice something about yourself. I love you guys so much. Those of you who want to do spiritual work professionally, do whatever you want. I support you. Do your thing. I love you. But please do not ignore the call of your soul. And all these people that you want to help, the quality of the help that you're offering them will be tenfold, so much more powerful when it's coming from a healed person. When it's coming from a person who knows what they like and who knows what they want and who knows how to set boundaries. Which you learn through life. But yeah. Just to close out that light code. You can't bypass your own spiritual growth by helping other people with theirs. You can't bypass your own emotional processing by helping other people with theirs. There's no way to hack your own ascension by helping someone else with their ascension. You just have to deal with you one way or another. And I say in this time, it's best if you keep your hands off of other people's spiritual growth unless they've specifically asked, because they deserve a chance to get to know themselves without you voyeuristically watching, like a freaking creep. Oh, and how are you today? How's your soul? How is it? Tell me everything. Ew. I'm not saying anyone does that to me. I'm just saying, like, ugh. Please, deal with your own, please. We all have such different histories and lifetimes and environments. Such a variety of nuanced details. And it's so interesting how we can shuffle some details around and it just makes all of our lives look so different. So of course, each and every one of us are so unique and so different. We're going to have different wants. We're going to have different desires. We're going to have different dreams. The things we want for ourselves might be different than what someone else wants. If the whole group wants the same thing, I want you to think twice about it. If everyone's saying something is good, I want you to think twice about it, because when is everyone ever really the same? Be discerning. Do not bypass your wants and what you like and what feels good for you and what is in your integrity to do. Do not bypass that to prioritize someone else's. I do not recommend that as your spiritual teacher who has had her Saturn return and some years after that. I love you guys so much. I really want you to take deep breaths. Keep taking care of yourselves. If you're looking for love on the outside, look around your house. Is it messy? That means you're not even loving on yourself at the bare minimum. You got all this love you want to give? You say you got all this love you want to give? Okay, give it to yourself. And really take care of yourself. Like, all the way. Go us. Go us. Go us. Okay, I'm glad I got those light codes out. I do want to save this video to my IGTV. Late Night Live with Oracle Brigette. Spiritual guidance. Light codes. Okay, now I drilled them in. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful evening. I know I turned off the comments and the questions, but it was really important for me to stay on topic, and I enjoy setting boundaries now. It's just such a good feeling. I hope you have a beautiful evening and day, whenever you watch this. I hope it helps, and if it does help, would you share it with a friend? All right, my kitty is ready for some attention. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.